Hi, so you female music producers, your time is very valuable, and I'm sure you don't have that much time because you have to work much more harder than the guys in the industry in order to make it. So that's why I'm just going to cut to the chase. We're going to talk about hard drive health and file management today because it's one of the most important topics. If you want to start making music, you need to have a healthy hard drive, and you need to have a really good file management system as your routine. Why do I say as your routine? Because you're going to keep making music, you're going to keep producing music, and you don't have a routine, then each time you're going to try to remember what you're supposed to do. No, it doesn't work like that. You should have this routine, and you should keep your hard drive always healthy, and I will get into the reasons now. Okay, hard drive health, file management. It isn't the most exciting topic. When it comes to music production, I understand you just want to make your music, but you need your laptop in order to make your music, right? So that's why this topic is very important for you. It's something that should always be the part of your workflow and your routine. Again, routine. Hard drive health. Let's talk about this. If you are a normal PC or Mac user, it's very easy for you. You don't need to care much. But if you are a music producer or a movie maker or a photographer, this will be the best 10 minutes you will spend. I guarantee you. Okay, let's start with your computer. This is your laptop. It could be a Mac, it could be a PC, it doesn't matter. But every laptop or every computer has a hard drive inside of it, right? That way we can just store our files, we can just download our movies and save them, we can just put our photos in there and we can save them, we can just, put our documents in there. Where do you put all this stuff in your computer? Where? Hard drive. Hard drive is the place that you put everything inside of it, right? This is your PC, this is your Mac, and there's a hard drive, internal hard drive inside of your computer. First, what do you have in this hard drive? First, you have your operating system. It could be Mac, it could be Windows, right? And what else do you have? You have your applications, you have your Skype, so you can talk to your families and friends. And you have your DAW, Ableton, Logic, Cubase. You have your Photoshop, maybe, or your photographer, right? You have your Final Cut Pro, maybe if you're a movie maker. So, and 3, what do you have in your hard drive? Files you create. Files you create. Pictures, movies, fun backups, high school assignments. Those are pretty old, but yeah. Anyways, so you have all this stuff in your hard drive. Okay, what is an external hard drive? This is the external hard drive. What is the difference? There's no difference. This is an SSD hard drive, and this could be an SSD hard drive or HDD hard drive. We're going to get into that. There's no real difference. You use this for storage, right? You put all your information here. Yes, you're using this for storage. And this one, exactly the same. You're using it for storage. This one is empty. It doesn't have your operating system. It doesn't have your application. What you have in this one, files you create. So that is the part you need to be really in control. Files you create. Mm-hmm. When you purchase a new laptop, sometimes they ask, hey, do you want to split your hard drive? And you're like, what does that even mean? What do you mean? Once you split your hard drive, this is your operating system and applications, right? And once you split it, that way you can put your files you create, you can put them onto the second one. So let's say you have 1 terabyte hard drive in your Mac, right? Once you first install your Mac, you can split it. You can just make it like 500 gigabyte, 500 gigabyte, 500 gigabyte for my operating system and applications, and 500 gigabyte is for the files that I create. And if you do this, your hard drive is going to work faster. The reason, because your hard drive is going to think that, oh, there are 2 different hard drives, so I don't have to put so much work on top of only one drive. So it's going to split, okay? It's going to split the work for you. If your files you create are taking too much space in your hard drive as percentage, then there's no room to breathe for your operating system. So it gets slower. That's why they normally split it in the beginning. And the applications you're using can slow you down because there's not much room to breathe. There's not much room to process the information. Just to give you an example, when you put everything inside of OneDrive, and this is how it feels like for your hard drive. Look, it's working hard, it's trying its best, and when you have everything in one hard drive, this is what happening. Okay, you put all the information there, and you also process everything in there. But when you when you split your internal hard drive, or probably you're not going to split your internal hard drive, probably it's already too late for that. But when you get a second external hard drive, so they can be friends, actually things are going to become much more easier. How? It's like asking your friend to hold the bags for you while you're busy shopping. This friend is going to store everything for you. This is the hard drive. Just think about it as hard drive. And this is you. This lady is you. You're busy. You need to go for shopping, and you need to store your files in that other drive, so that way you can just go shop, right? It's the same stuff. So that's why files you create, pictures, movies, phone backups, new song projects, all those files you create should be stored in an external hard drive. That's why. That way you can split the effort. That way your computer can work faster. So strategical question you will face each time. Do I need this hard drive for performance, or do I need it for storage? That is the question. That is the question you're going to answer. Nobody's going to answer that for you. And guess what? None of these topics are going to be included in your class projects, or like if you're taking like classes from someone famous. This stuff is always going to be on you. Nobody is going to take care of this part for you. Nobody is going to tell you to, hey, buy this, do this, take this file, copy it, put it there. Nobody is going to teach you this. So this is the decision you're going to make, and this is all on you, ladies, in order to create a faster workflow in your music production journey. So that's why strategical question. Do I need this hard drive for performance, or do I need it for storage? So files you create, most of the time, they're for storage. So your internal drive in your computer is going to store your operating system, and that is for performance. That is an SSD drive. And when it comes to external hard drives, there's an HDD. This is the first type, and there's SSD. Okay, so SSD hard drives are going to be faster. Why? It's because of the technical stuff. SSD drives, they don't have like moving parts, so they just work faster. HDD drives are like, they have like the moving parts, like, mechanically moving parts, so they're just slower. So they're for storage. That's why HDD drives are cheaper and SSD drives are more expensive. Guess what? Music producers, video makers, they're always using SSD drives. They're using SSD drives, so you can bring those samples quickly as you're creating that project. Files you create, your most used files. So you can still use it for storage. You can put your stuff there, but just make sure that you're putting the latest stuff. I'll get into that quickly. You can put your sample library on SSD drive, not HDD drive. So when you go on Amazon, try to buy a hard drive, just make sure if you're buying an SSD drives, right now they're cheaper. If you're buying them, it's going to make your workflow faster, and put all your sample library. What type of sample library? Like Ableton packs, like Contact library, or Omnisphere library. And also projects you currently work on. What is currently? For me, currently is the last 3 months. And anything older than that, it's not current for me. So I don't need those anymore. So I can put them to my HDD drive. That way I won't have to, because I'm not going to need them. Not often. Of course, I'm going to need them, but not that often. So SSD drives, most used. SSD drives are super fast. SSD drives are fast. What you have in your computer is an SSD drive, ladies. Fast and reliable write and read speed, faster than traditional drives. What you do here, put your sample library, put your most recent projects folder, unless you still keep them on your computer. Of course, you can do that. Sometimes I do that too. I just keep them, make the song on my computer. And then what I do, I just copy the file to my SSD drive. HDD drives are slower. They're super slow. Mostly they have mechanical moving parts. That's the reason they're slow. And for storage purpose, they are only used for storage purpose. I mean, if you're a music producer, don't try to use as a HDD drive for performance. Use them for storage. I mean, you can still use HDD drives for performance, of course. Give me a minute. Let me find the example. Okay, here's an HDD drive, and I put my samples in this HDD drive for so long, like years and years. And finally, I upgraded to the SSD drive because it was like slowing me down. It was bringing up the samples like really slow. So I said, you know what, I need something faster. And I'm not going to change my laptop because first question comes to your mind, oh my God, something is wrong with my laptop. No, 80% is not the laptop, it's the hard drive. Where to put your sample library? If it's on your computer's SSD drive, it will take up too much space. It will slow you down. Your computer is going to be slow because there's not much room to breathe. All these tasks your computer are processing at the same time, it's going to be slow. And if you put all your sample library on an external SSD drive, your computer will bring these samples in front of you as fast as it can during producing your music. So it will be faster for you because you really need those samples fast. If you put all your sample library on an HDD drive like this is a lazy HDD drive. It's not too bad, but if you do that, it's still gonna be okay. It's still better than putting all your samples on your computer's hard drive. It's still better. But SSD, of course, is the go-to. So technology is really, really fast. And these are very expensive, but please know that technology is super fast. And you might buy this for a cheaper price next year. Never think long-term with any type of technological device. Because why? Next year, you're going to get the same thing for a cheaper price. So what I will do, probably I will just go for the 1 terabyte one because that's going to be enough for me. I'm going to have enough room for my samples and for my current projects. So that's why I will just go for 1 terabyte, which is the one similar one I use, 1 terabyte SSD drive, and I'll put my samples there. Here's your computer, 1 terabyte and 60% is empty. It's better to keep your computer like half empty. If you can do this, it will work so much faster. Believe me, it will work so much faster and you're going to be able to finish those songs. So my operating system, Mac OS, is running and Ableton is running right now, okay? This is just like a scenario. And there is a real-time processing. Here's my external SSD drive, the one I showed you yesterday, ladies, on the Zoom meeting. So there's real-time processing between my SSD drive and with my computer. There's like real-time processing. It brings the samples from this SSD external hard drive. That's how it is processing like super fast. And I also have this 6 terabyte external HDD drive, and I put my older projects in this HDD drive, like 2020, 2019, 2018, and anything older than 2018. And another one, I use 1 terabyte external HDD drive for backup, for time machine. Guess what I did? This is an old HDD drive. I decided to use this for my backup, for my time machine backup. That way I can make sure that one day when I wake up, if this Mac doesn't work, I have a backup plan. I'll be okay. So just to give you an example, here's my sample library on my SSD drive. Let me show you my SSD drive, by the way. 1 second. Okay, here's my SSD drive. Look how small it is, right? 1 terabyte. So what do I have in this one? I have my Ableton packs. I have my Ableton user library and some presets. And I have Native Instruments library, Spectrasonics library, Ableton samples and sample packs, cymatic sample packs. All this crazy, interesting, nice sounds that I'm using often. I put all of them here. And guess what? I have nothing on my hard drive, on my computer's hard drive. I don't have any samples. I don't have any projects on my computer's hard drive. I have nothing there. Everything is here. I have my current projects and I have my sample libraries. Okay. Just to give you another example screenshot, you get to see what I have here. And have to put a picture on the folder on Mac. There are like some guidelines that you can make it visually, you can make it really nice. So that way it will be easier for you to manage. You can also do that. There's like a huge list here, but I don't want to get into those. I'll make another video about this. So I don't want to get into those. But it is possible to arrange all your folders like this. Nice looking folder, right? I know, it's cute. So we talked about SSD drives. We talked about HDD drives, which is only for storage. If you are a professional musician, a professional producer in the industry, only for storage. And the computer's internal SSD drive, that is the one that you should keep it like really, you should treat it nicely. Now, let's talk about file management. File management with timeline. If you are an active music producer who produces music weekly or every few days, anything older than 1 month will be old for you if you produce music every day, right? You've got 30 projects for every day, right? So anything older than 1 month is gonna be old for you anyways. But guess what? I'm not gonna be the one who decides that. You are gonna decide that, ladies. Decide what is old for you. Decide to move them to the storage. Decide which projects you will need in short period. Just to give you an example, my suggestion, here's my 2018 folder, 2019, 2020, and 2021. 2021 folder, I keep it somewhere I can reach on my SSD drive because I want to make sure I go back to those new songs. And old ones, I put them to my HDD drive. I have another one like this. I put them in my HDD drive. So this is my suggestion. And what do I have in this 2021 music folder? I have 2021 January, February, March, April, May, June, another folder. And what I do, I take these two and put them in the storage because I'm not going to go back to them because I'm producing very often. Okay, this is very important. Create a folder for each new song ideas. Why do we do that? Because we need to make sure we keep things organized. And let me show you what I mean by that. Look at this. This is like a song. Name of the song. I just created a folder here. It says, Don't Criticize, 78 BPM, A minor. Okay? So this is the BPM, and this is the song's key. It's very important information. Another song, In a Better World, 90 BPM, A minor. And another song, I don't even have a name for it yet, so I don't even know if I have a song or not. I have the idea, but do I have a song yet? I don't even know. Then what should I do? I'll just put the BPM, okay, and put the key. Instead of putting a new song, every song is a new song for you if you're producing every day, right? So that's why you should just create a folder with the name and BPM and the key. A good system shortens the road to the goal. If you have a good system, if you have a faster workflow, you are going to reach your goals faster because nothing is going to slow you down, ladies. And there's another option. A lot of people are using this option too, or they're asking questions about that. Cloud storage options, files transfer storage. I know most people are using Dropbox. So what it does, Dropbox, you just upload it to your Dropbox and you don't even have to pay for an HDD drive. You won't even have to do that. So you can just upload everything there and it is going to sync real time. But what happens, it kind of feels annoying after a while. I don't even really like it. I had Dropbox for a year and I said, I'm just going to pay for the same amount. I'll just pay the same amount and I invest in an HDD drive, which is going to hold like three times more storage for me. So it was just cheaper option for me. So I bought let me show you that. Here's my HDD drive. This can store anything. I got it for for $120, I guess. And it's just cheaper than Dropbox. You pay $120 for Dropbox for a year. If you buy an HDD drive, it's gonna hold more storage for you. And you won't have to keep renewing your Dropbox, and they keep threatening you. They message you like, oh, we're going to delete all your information. Do you want to repurchase again? But of course, a lot of musicians are using that. If you're actively collaborating with other artists, of course, I do recommend that. And first 2 GB is free, only 2. Anyways, if you have like a monthly subscription with them, $12 a month, and 1 year is $120, which is the same amount of you pay for an HDD drive, and you have it, you own it. You never own your Dropbox. So anyways, let's get into the Google Drive. I use it very often. but it's not really that common for music production, but it still works for every type of storage. 15 gigabyte is free. 100 gigabyte monthly is 2 months, $2. So this is a plan I have. 100 gigabyte, I have it. If I want to collaborate with an artist, I'll just invite that person to my Google Drive, and $2 I pay every month. That's all. That's all I have to pay. And I prefer Google Drive for file transfer up to 100 gigabytes. So that's what I prefer. But of course, you pick whichever you want. Lady, these are the option. But I think the most important thing is to start cleaning up your device, because otherwise you're just not you're gonna be stuck. After 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you're working on a beat, you're working on like a really nice song, and then all of a sudden your laptop is just like struggling. It's getting like the heat and it's just not working properly anymore. Your CPU is gonna blow up and all. And all of a sudden you lose all the vibe for the new song you just made. And guess what? That is gonna slow you down. And we need good songwriters. We need good female songwriters in the industry. So definitely start cleaning up your device. And let me know if you have any questions, any suggestions or anything. But definitely, ladies, keep your hard drive healthy. Keep yourself healthy and keep your hard drive healthy. And take care of yourself. See you next week.